What's going on, everybody? We're back again. Episode 46 of the Creased podcast. My name is Trey Treasy. I'm half of the Creased podcast. My other half, Casita. What's going on, dog?
Not much, big bro, man. Just chilling like always, man. What another week of sneakers and sneaker-related news to come. Just chilling, bro. That's what it was. Great vibes this past weekend.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely feels like, obviously this is like, it feels kind of cliche, but like spring is coming back and it's just like, it's starting to get into that season where every weekend feels like Sunday fun days are going down and everything. So
Oh, outside is open, dog. Outside
yeah,
is open. It's a
yeah,
really good look on Earth right now.
that's a good point. That's a good point. The Super Earth is coming back for sure. I mean, mainly like with like you said, with everybody, with spring coming back and everybody coming out, and it's been a whole year since we even had the chance to be out. It's just all coming together right now. So it has been awesome time. Before we get started, just want to remind everybody, go ahead and go on to IG, TikTok, definitely on YouTube. We need you to subscribe on YouTube for us, but definitely at crease.podcast on Instagram. You'll catch up on, we break down the segments every week. We get you all kinds of updated info and everything. So make sure y'all go follow everywhere. Other than that, we can jump right into it. My man, what's up on the L meter this week?
Man, huge L's everywhere. Everywhere. There was L's everywhere. And then just when you thought you were about to get something, you took another L. Oh man. Past week, of course, one of the more anticipated Jordan 1s, the Hyper Royals, they dropped. Amele Dior. Is it Amele Dion? Dior?
Ame Leondore.
Yeah, them. Yeah, they dropped their collaboration with New Balance. Sean Witherspoon, he dropped the Super Earths. Another Adidas collab, the Towleys with the South Park. A surprise restock of the Kobe 6 Grinches.
Yup. Man.
Well, what's the other French place that did the Jordan?
I'm on Manir. We got them all this week.
Oh man, there was just so much going on, man, and there's a lot of funds going out of the wallets for people to trying to cop. So, did you come up on anything? Did you get any of the big names? Did you get anything small? Like, what did you get?
Usually my L meter has been going like this. You know what I'm saying? This week it was just
Oh,
out.
man.
It was out the roof this week, bro. It was a straight, just huge L on my L meter this week.
Looking
I
like
mean, I got absolutely nothing. Yeah, just big, just across the board L's. I will say the one thing I probably tried for the most raffle wise and like on woke up for on sneakers and everything was definitely the hyper royal ones. I would have liked them. I was blessed with the university ones, so I'm still trying to figure out which ones I like more. I don't have that answer for you right now. I haven't even laced my university blues yet, and I do plan to eventually, but I do plan to keep those. But I probably need to see the hyper royals in person before I judge. Other than that, I do think we'll have another chance at some of the shoes that are 420-esque. I think we'll have another chance on them. But the Kobe 6 restock, I mean,
I mean, look, it was good for what it was worth, honestly. Like the fact it was a raffle and wasn't just like,
yeah,
a random restock where, if you were on the app and you just happened to click checkout.
I hear you.
Yeah, you didn't have to wait in line. It was a good raffle, you know what I mean? And congrats to anybody that got them, but it would have been better if it was like more of like exclusive access. We selected your account to cop it. That would have been way better. But yeah, for what it was worth, I think it was a good attempt to try to get Kobe's in the hands of the people.
Yeah,
As for the Hyper Royals,
yeah.
I am fortunate enough to have a pair of Turbo Greens, which a lot of people say they resemble across. I think, my personal opinion, and I'm not being biased just because I have them, but I think the Turbo Greens actually go harder.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard that a lot lately.
yeah, I think the Turbo Greens just hit just a little bit better in my opinion, but I wouldn't be mad of owning a pair. A lot of people are trying to also compare the two ones, the anticipated ones for this year, which were the Hyper Royals and as well as the University Blues, like you mentioned. I think between those two pairs, I think the Hyper Royals are better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I honestly don't think it's overwhelmingly one way or another. I think the like the pattern-esque thing kind of gives you the edge, but I've been waiting on a black, white, and light blue one for I can't even tell you how long. I literally had Z sneakerhead mock-ups like screenshotted in my phone for the day that they came out with one. So I'm happy to see that they finally came out with one. they'll probably come out with a different version of the same colorway over time, undoubtedly. But the one more shoe I want to highlight on this has been a long L meter segment, but the Amal Manir 3, the
Man,
fact that the raffle came in up to size like 13, 14 for guys and everything, and just a lot of women got the dub. So I love seeing that and everything for this shoe in particular. That was for them. So yeah, everything about that one, I'm sad I missed out on for sure.
I'm just jealous right now, man. The women have really been coming up big when it comes to the sneaker game. I mean, it's great to recognize them as well. You know, there's a lot of women in the industry that really hold it down for the brands across the board. But you know, this one was one of those where I just kind of wish it was more of a unisex kind of thing. But you know, all in all, hats off to AMM for holding that down. So congrats to that. That's great.
For sure. Last thing is we did talk about the Michigan dunks, both Michigan and the Team Green dunks last week on tracking order that was coming up. Those both got pushed back, so those will be coming in May. We'll let you know. Just as always, what should you do?
Keep it locked.
You should keep it locked. Yeah. So moving on, we'll talk about what we do have. What you want to do? You want me to go first? You got it. What you want to do?
And let me go ahead and just
Go
yeah,
ahead. Go
let
ahead.
me
Knock
break
it
it
out.
out because I'm not going super hard. You know what it is. Carmine Sixes. This is a restock. My pair does not have any pink on it. Thank God.
That's
Uh,
right.
yeah, man. Crazy ice blue soles. I'm not a super big fan of ice blue soles. You know this, especially when it comes on a retro like an OG like this. But hats off to Jordan for bringing back the Nike Air on the back. Great shoe. Can't wait to rock it. I hate sixes personally, but this is one of those ones that you have to have. This and the infrareds, you have to have. Like those are guaranteed
Oh,
owners. Like you have to have both of those. Uh, I was unfortunate enough not to get infrareds, but getting the next best thing, which are Carmines, I think these are great. These are great, stunning shoes. You can kill these with whatever, whenever, however. I've seen a lot of people rocking these already. Uh, just can't wait to un-DS mine. Mine are still DS. So, um, yeah, this is my kick of the day, kick of the week. Carmine
yeah,
6. You know what it is.
it's hard. That's hard. I'm a huge six fan. You got to add DMPs to that list, and I think I probably not disrespected, but I definitely undervalued that shoe until I also hit on the same restock. I had never had that shoe before, so I was blessed with that one too. And it's a very I really do like the Carmine Six. As one I definitely slept on for a long time, but the color blocking is just so interesting. So we'll go on to mine real quick. This is a shoe I got over the past couple of months. It's a very interesting shoe. It's going to be the LeBron 3 Baroque Brown.
Ooh, ooh, we're going back somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna pull this out.
All
These are
the
from
spots.
2006. Yeah. So I'm a big LeBron fan, big LeBron 3 fan. I got the Oilers and stuff, and this pair right here I found on eBay. Right, so I found this on eBay. God, it's probably been like December, November, December. I first found them, and I kept an eye on them, and I bought them at the beginning of the year and everything. But you get all kinds of cool LeBron stuff. There's the whole Akron, Ohio city in there. So that's pretty wild. You get on the bottom of the shoe, you can see the state of Ohio right here etched in.
Are those DS?
These are DS. Yeah, never been worn. Yeah, for sure. From '06, for sure. So you get all the cool little details. These shoes are wild, bro. I mean, the leather right here, the Baroque brown leather with the like the sun engraving on it is just absolutely ridiculous, bro. So I got these for like 160, and I just couldn't believe he was selling these mugs. He said he couldn't fit them no more, and he was just getting them out the collection and everything. And I mean, I'm talking, it came with the OG box and everything for these mugs. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
yeah, bro. LeBron 3 low, Baroque Brown, University Blue. So I was super blessed when I got this pair, and it's definitely one of my favorites in my collection. I can't wait. I already told myself the next sneaker show that comes along, I haven't been to a sneaker show post COVID. So once we get back out there, bro, this is gonna be one of those ones I rock.
that is an outside shoe for sure. Those are fire.
Oh, thanks, dog.
Are those a 3 low or just a 3 standard?
This is a 3 low. On the
Yeah,
box, it is called a 3 low. Yeah.
it's missing a couple details of the high or the mid
Yeah.
high, but man, all in all, that's what a come up, man. Shout out eBay one time, bro. eBay's been coming
Oh,
through for sneakerheads for years. before the resale game, before StockX,
For
before
real.
before what you know to be resale, it was always eBay. Shout out eBay one time.
Oh, bro.
The what is it called? Help me out.
Authenticity
Authenticity,
guarantee.
authenticity guarantee. That even that helps. I think they get help from SneakerCon doing that. So
Yep.
shout out both of them on that. Man, what are y'all rocking? We want to know if you love this. We love to see what y'all are rocking too. Go ahead and comment below. If you're on YouTube, comment below. Use our hashtag CreasedPod so we can see it. If you're outside of YouTube, go ahead, post it on your social media, post it on your story, tag us, use the hashtag. We'd love to feature you in our next episodes to come. Um, all right, man. Let's get into it. Episode 46. We got fresh out the box. Man, just we got splashes all over the place. It looks like everybody's gearing up for the summer. Outside's about to get open up really quick. So Kanye, Yeezy team, man, they announced it. It's coming back. The Wave Runner 700s. Oh man, you know I love this. You know I love these. So originally released in 2017, the shoe has also made its rounds with restocking in 2018 and 2019 as well. This year it's slated for an August release. Now that we've seen them on people's feet left and right, like how do you compare? Like, is this something that you need to have now? It's the fourth time the charm. Like,
Yeah.
is it?
I would say it's definitely getting to that realm of like premium shoes, right? Up top in that top tier. I like when people think about the Yeezy line, I want to say this is one of those ones, if not the one, right? So I would say I was a big hater for definitely 2017,
Absolutely.
undoubtedly 2018. I'm 100% sure 2019. I was probably like that much coming along. But yeah, I would own a pair now if I got the opportunity to buy them. I would. I still think the colorway is a little bit wild and it doesn't really go together like that. It just doesn't. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all keep rocking these with those mismatched outfits. Shit don't go together. But it's an interesting looking shoe. I do like. I'm happy they're bringing it back. I'm happy they're like keeping it alive, right, and keeping it coming. I'd like to see some more colorways, but that is what it is. But yeah, man, it's a cool shoe, and I do think fourth time around might be a charm for me.
Oh man, I'm happy to hear that because if you get them and you don't want them, we wear the same size, so I
Fair,
will get that
fair.
for you. Man,
You don't have a pair right now? I thought you had a pair. You don't have a pair?
not of 700s. The only Yeezys I really have are zebras and the 350 version twos at that. So, man, these are I honestly feel like the 700 may be the 700 version one may
Hmm.
be to me like top three Yeezy
Okay, Yeezy.
line of the Adidas line. Yeah, of like model wise.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
of course, the 350 is just bread and butter, and then 700, and then the 750. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
750, the high top where it all started. I think that's just a phenomenal shoe. But back on topic with the 700s, I just think these are just phenomenal. This colorway is the best colorway of all of them that have dropped. I don't care what anybody says. Honestly, this is the best. It goes great with everything except for those holes in the t-shirts because I'm never rocking a $350 shirt that has a hole in it. You can't catch me like that. I'm sorry, yay. Drop another album. Yes.
Um,
Um, but I honestly these are up there with for me. When the 17s dropped, when the first round dropped, it was I mean, I didn't have the funds to really get them at the time. I think what were they going for 300? Were they
they were like 275 or something. Yeah.
they were up there. Now they dropped the price. It's not confirmed for this release if they're able to keep the same new price. I think the new price is at 240, 250.
Yeah, I think it was like 230, 240.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So um, I really hope that they keep it around that. It'd be a little bit more affordable. With the 18 and 19, it slipped my mind. I was really heavy into the swoosh. I think the swoosh had just taken over and just draped over me. And I think that's what I wanted more than anything.
Yeah.
And I think I was able to actually cop the 350. When I got the 350, I was like, okay. And then Kanye was on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard to support him. It was hard to like start like, you know, I I want to support you type of thing, but you're acting reckless, talking out the side of your mouth. So I was like, I'm gonna just leave those alone. But now, he's level headed. He's fresh off a divorce. You gotta call his bodyguard if you want to talk to him. So I think this is a surefire sign that this should be right up my alley this time around. I'm looking forward to those in August. Of course, keep it locked on the Creased podcast. We'll keep you updated on those. Also slated for August this year. Man, August is looking super bright.
Looking huge.
Here in Texas, it gets super hot, but these are going to be fire. These are the Lightning Fours. So right after the Hyper Royal Ones dropped this past week, we saw the official images of the Lightning Fours looking really good for a 1-to-1 retro against that of the 2006 counterpart, which it really first, made it flame. Fun fact about these shoes is that they actually they actually marked the return of Air Jordan 4 retros. So it allowed Jordan Brand to really open up its or expand out its retroing line for the Jordan 4s, especially like the LS models that, like the Cool Gray 4s and things that we've already seen. So it's a 15-year hiatus for these, slated around the same time that they originally dropped, which is really cool. How important is it for you to get this? We are Jordan 4 aficionados, so it's a bright shoe, Trey, and I know you don't really like super bright shoes. Where do you rank the Lightning Fours for this release?
Nor do I like yellow. However,
yes, talk on it.
Any 4, I think. I can't think of a 4 from around that time that was released then that if it was retro now that I wouldn't want it, right? There's just not many, right? Just in general, total, there's not many. I 100% want this shoe. This is a retro, all right? This is a retro. And I'm only going to say this once. Y'all were so mad. So mad at how some stuff was done. Okay. And I get that these want to be 1 of 1. These want to be perfect, just like the originals, right? But how many years later is it?
15.
15 years later, something's gonna be different. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to just kill all y'all's hopes and dreams right now. I don't know if it's gonna be a strap that's just a different texture or something just a little bit off or something, but bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be mad again come August. I can't wait. I'm gonna own this shoe. I can't wait to own this shoe. I hope they come out with the rest of them. I saw somebody talking about they'd prefer the tour yellows to come out. Bring them all. Bring them all.
That would be hard. I mean, we're still waiting on military blues. So
military blues, everything, yeah.
Still waiting on those. They gave us that what the 4, and that was not it. I'm sorry, that was not it. But they gave us a glimpse of military blue. So I am undoubtedly, you already know, I like loud stuff. I like 4s. So yes, whatever it takes to get these will be right in the cart. Okay. Whatever it takes, pause. But I will do the utmost to get these. Might be one of those shoes that I will cop resale, and I don't cop anything resale.
Ooh.
Only one pair of shoes I've ever copped resale, and it's these right here, these Travis Scott 4s. That is it. Okay, and I was very mathematical about why I did it, but yeah, nonetheless, I will be looking forward to these. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I get maybe even exclusive access, something along those lines to get these. So,
question: would you prefer these or the Thunders?
Oh no, Lightning's over Thunders every day.
Okay, you're wrong, but we never had this conversation live, so we just need to put it on camera.
Oh yeah, no, Lightning's over Thunders all day, every day. And there's nothing against the Thunders. I love the way the Thunders look, the all black with the yellow accent. Those are hard too.
Yeah.
But the Lightnings they hit different, bro. They just look better, and they're leather. I think that's the part that gets me. I love suede, but leather is just, that's where it's at.
I'm very much looking forward to those.
Yeah, so look out for that on an August 2021 release. Maybe the Wave Runners and those come out on the same week.
Oh,
1 week after the other.
Don't do that. Don't do that to my wallet.
I just need the dubs all the way around. Last but not least, for fresh out the box, man, the guy, the
The
guy,
guy.
the guy, 2020's footwear news designer of the year, Salehi Bembury. Man, that guy has been everywhere. He's been having a great run so far. He
Yeah.
he released his collaboration with New Balance, his latest one. This is on the silhouette called the Test Run 3.0. I think we talked about this on a couple episodes ago, a
Mhm.
few episodes back actually. But it's the Vibram Tech outsole with the cheetah and leopard upper and mixed match pattern. It had the zigzag ribbon going across and different colors, and the heel cup is blue, and it was just a smorgasbord of stuff. But it was all put together with thought and uniqueness in mind. So this past week, Mr. Benbury, he released the shoes, but in a very unique fashion. Instead of asking for a purchase price, he actually started what's called the Finders Keepers Initiative, which is like a full-on scavenger hunt for these sneakerheads going around. So on his IG story, he would post the locations, also what size he's about to drop, and like he would show pictures of monuments around LA where it was, so people can put the clues together and then go find the shoes. And there were a couple funny ones out there that he reposted on his page. Um, they were all found in this green burlap bag that has finders keepers on the outside, which is really cool. So I I adore this kind of like scavenger hunt type of thing where people have to go out of their way to go get the shoes. Um, you know, there are a couple like local shops out here in Houston where we're at, where it's like they hide them in trees or they hide them in like other places, but we've never seen it come directly from a brand.
Right.
So, is there any brand out there that you would love to see like re-release a shoe, like
Man.
release an upcoming shoe in a very like signature
Yeah.
way?
Well, yeah, I'll think about who I want to do it, but I'll say like the
Or
ones that stood out to me, huh?
can you think of any brands? Well, can you think of any shoes that released that should have had this
Ooh,
of
that's a good one.
this kind of release method?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much most collabs I could think of probably like a cool way to release them that they probably didn't do. However, the ones I think of right now that's hitting the hardest are probably Adidas with like Ivy Park and like how they did Bad Bunny on Easter with the Easter eggs in the celebrities' yards and all that. So both of those cater to like celebrities and in their friends and families list for the most part. That's not necessarily what we're talking about here, where anybody in the public's able to go get that kind of stuff. So I do enjoy this very much. I think it's a great concept. It keeps you very involved, keeps your social media popping. Uh,
Mhm.
other than that, I mean, I think it's a really cool concept. I think man, I think of like off brands doing this kind of shit. Like, so not like the big ones, but like Saucony. I could see Saucony doing stuff like this, or just brands that try to put them that need to put themselves out there a little bit more. Asics is a fun brand because Asics is willing to go far on their design and how they're willing to collaborate and stuff like that. But I have never, even with their packaging and stuff like that on some drops. Asics has done some big time packaging and stuff like that. It'd be cool to see something like that with one of those running brands that's like out there, but just maybe hadn't put the money behind it or the true thought behind it. That would be cool to see. I think in my eyes, I do want to just say something about this shoe though. No,
Talk a bit, right?
this thing got more straps than a G Unit music video. This thing is
Uh, get the
this thing.
strap. Shout out 50. Get the strap.
Good God, bro, this thing is wild. It's all the colors. I will say it's probably dumb comfortable. It's an all mesh upper. I mean, it's probably super padded. The sole is about that thick, so and I like the marbled looking sole. The midsole, it does look pretty cool, but like the straps on top remind me of like a I don't know the name for them, the official name for them, the Jesus sandals, like with the Jesus sandal straps on them. That's what it looks like over the top of the shoe. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the wrap over, you know what I'm saying? I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow suit. I mean, For me, the shoe reminds me of, man, was it a LeBron 11, the 2K11, the one that you got off of 2K, with all the
Okay, yeah.
print on it that you had to unlock in the game in order to get them in real life.
Mhm.
That's what this shoe reminds me of a lot. And, also like the Atmos, but, I think it more resembles that of that LeBron, that 2K11 or 12 or 14. I forget which year it was, but
Mhm.
I think most people can follow suit with me whenever I say that. Now, when it comes down to like brands doing like these creative releases,
Yeah.
of course, the swoosh, that would have been a fire one had they done like the space hippies, for instance, what we're going
Yeah.
to talk about later in the show. But if they did the space hippies and released them at like NASA,
I was about to say NASA pop-up shop.
come on, bro, that would be fire. Yeah, they because there's two NASA um,
Yeah.
stations here in the States. There's one in Florida, and then there's the one here in Houston. So come on, dog. That's an easy layup, bro.
Yeah. I feel
That,
you.
you know what I'm saying? And that it helps circulate the economy. Like people are going out of their way to go get these shoes, and then while they're already there, like they have to pay a fee to get inside of NASA, and that's how you help people out. And you were mentioning like Asics, when they did the Kill Bill pack.
Yeah.
That would have been more fire had you had to go watch the movie, bring a
Yeah.
stuff,
Right.
bring
Yeah.
a ticket stub to extra butter, and that's the way that you can cop the shoes.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think you got me going with the NASA thing. Now you having to go on like a tour to learn about going to Mars would be so helpful and beneficial in getting their point across on why they made the shoe.
Come on, come on. If you're gonna make a whole story behind like, we're using, waste material and we're trying to recycle the earth, like stuff like that, it brings everything into perspective and makes you appreciate the shoots a little bit more. So shout out to Salehi.
Yeah,
That's just fire, bro. I commend you so much. You have been just killing it, not only with Anta, but Versace and New Balance and whatever you're working on. You are a fire dude. Keep it coming. I hope to own one of your pieces of art, not
yeah.
you, the piece of art one day. And that
Mhm.
wraps up Fresh Out the Box. What we got up next, Trey?
All right, my man. So closing out fresh out the box, we'll get into our next segment, which is order confirmed. That's everything that's come out this past week. So first things first, we'll get into another women's pair. I mean, man, we keep talking about it, but man, they've been getting all the colorways. Green Glow, Nike Dunk Low. These came out on the 16th for $100. This is Casita mentioned it last week as far as like the college colorways go, where it's a primary color, one primary color, and then like a white base around it with the other panels. That's essentially what this shoe is going to be, a green glow, which is a seafoam light green on the overlays. And I'm not even going to front with you. I tried for like a 10 and a half. I don't even wear a 10 and a half. I was just like, bro, I just need to see this shoe. This color pops so hard. I think it was a very cool look. I think it would look cool on black too, with like black panels instead of white panels. But yeah, the women continue to get just fire after fire after fire. So what do you think about this one? And you think how the guys' stuff's stacking up compared to theirs?
I mean, as a male, I really feel like we're just taking an L at this point when it comes to these dunk colors, man. These women are really coming up heavy, man, and I think this pair is one of those that stacks up against the men's. To be quite honest, and the women have the option of also getting the boys sizes or the smaller men's sizes if they see fit in those as well. So this one is no less. I think the green glow is a great. So I think it's a great colorway, a great color palette. They not only do they have the green glows, but they have those photon dusts that are coming out pretty soon. They have those purple ones. Those oh man, that cosmic purple looking thing with the suede. Look, they're getting a lot getting on right now. But all in all, congratulations to the ladies. This is a great colorway. If you got a pair, let me see them for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to at her grails and all them. Yeah, these are some sick women's colorways they got coming out. Keep your eyes peeled for those. We'll get into one more here on order confirmed really quick. Today, they're out right now as you watch this video. The Nike Air Max 95 NRG home team edition. These are $170. This is LeBron's Air Max, his entry into the Air Max world, if not his first one of his first entries into the Air Max world. This is gonna be a purple and gold, essentially. Air Max 90. You get the yellow was it yellow and black on one, purple and black on the other, but it's got the detailing of the other color throughout. So it's a pretty cool looking shoe. I like these a lot. I love the black base on them. The black midsole and everything looks fantastic to me. And I think the big highlight is it features LeBron's career achievements on the outsole, not jocking off the Jordan 10 at all. But what do you think about the Air Max 95 home teams?
No, these are cool, man. I like these a lot. Many people know, LeBron's favorite Air Maxes altogether, the Air Max 95s, even though he doesn't know where Air Max 1s are. There's a funny video of him online. He does not know where Air Max 1s are. But all in all, I think these are really cool. Remind me of like the greedy 95s, the ones that were like split down the middle like that. So these are really cool. Purple and gold, I get what they're doing. Lakers inspired colorways. It's really cool, but you know, it's kind of hard to rock these. You know what I'm saying? It would be really difficult to rock these. It's the thing about having two different, like for one pair, having two different colors on.
Yeah, right.
But I think they're a great collector's item. Like you said, they took off the specs of the shoe. So originally what's on the bottom of the 95 is like the PSI numbers and where they're at aforementioned on the shoe. So, there's less in the front, more in the back. This, they just took, like you said, Jordan 10, and they just copied that. But it's cool. I think it's cool. He's achieved a lot in his, in his tenure as a basketball player. Remember, he's only 36. So
yeah, right. Almost as much as Michael Jordan.
Yeah, almost as much, but he's only 36. So if you don't, he's only 36. I don't understand how nobody can see that. But a great shoe all in all. Definitely a mantelpiece. Hopefully I can get a pair in hand and just see what they're good for. So shout out Nike on that. And that has been order confirmed. So your order has officially been confirmed. Moving on. We are in the last segment, which is tracking order. Everything that's coming out to come. So be on the lookout for these. All the dates are tentative as always. So, take it with a grain of salt what we say here. Before we start, we do want to mention one of the more anticipated shoes that dropped this week are the Maui Wowies, the SV Dunk Highs. We did mention that in episode 45. There'll be a link in the description to send you right there so you can see what we think about the Maui Wowies. But starting off, the King of Shorts is back. The King of Mesh Shorts is absolutely back. We were talking none other than Eric Emanuel, who's coming off of a great year. He is currently working with the Three Stripes brand on a Form 84 high. This is going to be released for the McDonald's All-Star Game, which is the premier high school basketball game of the year. All of your favorites have played there, KD, the whole gang. They've all been there. This particular shoe is going to be an off-white sail upper with red branding, yellow and blue accents. They have the Mickey D logo on the tongue as well as on the ankle. I think also on the medial side as well on the toe. And then Eric Emanuel's stamp is on the toe on the lateral side. Comes in this nice exclusive pink box that Eric Emanuel displayed a couple weeks back. If you zoom in, you can kind of see the shoe underneath it, but I don't think anybody was looking at that. They're looking more at the box. So the box is double branded as well. Very, very quick fun fact about Eric Emanuel. He just opened up his very first storefront in New York this past week. He released the matching shorts that had the French fries coming out the bottom. So that I think those are really cool accents that you add on to the shoes to really tie the whole thing together. So what do you think? Do you think this is like a complete package looking deal, or
all right,
the shoes, like
all right, got it. I'm gonna try my best to not be an asshole here.
Oh God, here it comes,
bro. All right, so first off, we got to cut it out with the Form 84 high. Don't like this shoe at all. This shoe is not good. This shoe is old. This shoe looks like it's from 1973 when they were attempting to hoop when they're out there. These are for the guys that were trying to guard like Bill Russell and just were like 5'0" doctors. Like this is what they were wearing. So cut it out with the shoe. Leave it in 1984. That's first things first. That's a no-go. Second off, McDonald's. like if you work for McDonald's, you got so much gear in the last year or so with between Travis Scott and now you got. I saw this man got McDonald's shorts. As you mentioned the shorts he made for these, the shoes, um, and I also saw like a jacket, like he had like a jacket for it and everything. So between that and the Travis, man, you could be really doing something if you're working at Mickey D's right now.
And Arch is going up, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, and lastly, I'll just say that I do think Eric Emanuel is making some really cool stuff. I like the pink box and huge shout out on his storefront because I think that's a really dope thing. The McDonald's All American game. I don't know if I'd be as juiced if I like were to walk to my locker and I saw like this compared to like a LeBron All Star game pack like they've done in the past. So I'd be a little bit more juiced for like a Nike pack like that. But this would be a shoe for sure. I would have people sign and I would put on my mantelpiece. This is one I wouldn't wear if I was in the McDonald's game. I'd like have my teammates sign it or something like that and
I
just
think
have a memory piece.
sponsored. The game is sponsored by Adidas, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
had to be an Adidas shoe. So what would you see? Like a Harden, a Dame?
yeah.
What would you rather see if you didn't want to see the Form 84 high?
Yeah, I think the Future Natural has enough crazy stuff going on for Harden that I think the Future Natural would be a really good shoe with the colorway, the color scheme. I can already see in my head built up on this one. Um, I don't know. They're really overdoing the rest of them, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like every week we have a Dame, a Donovan, and whoever else they have right now. But yeah, they're just oversaturating with those guys, and those shoes are not selling for anything. So not those shoes. So maybe the Harden. That's the only thing they go right. Just give them some Ultra Boost to wear on the side.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, Ultra Boost slides probably because all hoopers like to wear slides. Do you hoop? Like
Correct.
gotta wear
Right.
slides after we hoop. So
Right.
I mean, for me, the 84 high. It's crazy that you said leave it back in the past because people are still rocking forces. Air Force Ones, whites and all blacks are selling out left and right, and those were made in '82. So
Yeah.
please, so
Those,
please, you know what I'm
those
saying?
look good though. That's the difference.
They're basketball shoes, all in all. So let's be real. If we're gonna put apples to apples,
Nah,
uh,
we're gonna go hoop. We're gonna go hoop. You gonna wear your forces then.
I will wear some forces. I'm gonna put my best Rasheed Wallace face on, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get my ring. So, anywho, you hit it on the head though. I think these are a mantelpiece. These are keep it in the box. It's a very exclusive piece of art. Eric Emanuel is a crazy mastermind when it comes to like evolution of patterns and fashion meeting together. He worked very well with Reebok last year to release those three shoes. Um, and he's been working with Adidas now for a little bit of time to put this together. But I think all in all, I wouldn't want to see anybody play in these. I think everybody would better off be playing with the new future performance kind of shoes, like you said, like a Future Natural, a Dame. Uh, but these are great for collector's items, in my opinion. I'm not gonna look forward to them as much, like for 140 bucks. Uh,
Yeah.
but if they fall in the cart, if they happen to fall in the cart, because I'm sure he's gonna do a major drop on these shorts.
Yeah.
And
I think.
outside's almost open, bro.
Yeah.
So these mesh shorts are
Yeah.
these shorts they're gonna be something crazy. But as for the shoes,
Yeah, man, for sure. His shorts are fire, and I'm looking forward. I get into that. I get into the shorts. But moving on, we get into the second to last thing we got here, the Nike Space Hippie Pack. We got three shoes coming out for you. As y'all know, some of the most popular ones, the ones in the threes, are what we're gonna have dropping here, respectively, for $130 and $180 on the 23rd of April. First things first, we got the O1. We got two O1s. The first one's gonna be in all black with lime green accents on the inner half of them, which are super duper hard. Kind of a referee shoe, but it does have little lime green accents on it, so I do like that. The other ones are going to be both the O1 and the O3 on the second and third pairs are going to be healing jade themed, which is like a gray, yellow, and blue. It's kind of like a tealish, but I do like the yellow hints on it and whatnot. It does kind of give it like a spring vibe, so I do like the healing jade pairs as well. What do you think about the three different pairs we got coming out?
um, man, I'm going for the referee shoe, and be quite honest with
Yeah,
you.
me too, dog. I thought you were gonna go the other way. I was gonna go with those myself.
Oh man, I think the referee shoe is a little bit fire, man. I'm gonna go with the O1s.
I was
Not to
trying to
put
set
it,
you up.
yeah, not to put anything down for the Healing Jade theme at all, but I think the all black ones is something that is can be expanded out a little bit better. You know, people can wear that year round a little bit better. Healing Jades, like you said, scream a lot more like rejuvenation. There's
Yeah,
springtime, and I don't really like how they did it on the O3 with the yellow pull tab. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
super excessive. They could have toned that down and
Made it
found a
great.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah, the execution on the O3s have not been the best. From,
Interesting.
from the
Interesting.
first one, I think the first one was the best one, and then all the other ones after have just been.
I think maybe because they're going for themes, whereas that first one was really like, we're going to Mars.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the rest of them been just doo doo, and I think the O1s. Okay, I'm gonna rank them. Blacks best ones. O1s Healing Jade second, and then O3 Space Hippies Healing Jade last place. If I had to go for any of them, I think the O1 Blacks are the ones.
100%. I agree 100%. That $130 price tag is worth it. These shoes are durable. As always, they're made of recyclable waste and everything. So you do get silver laces and silver eyelets along the side, along with your green detailing. So I mean, it's a cool looking shoe. It's 90% black. Like this is it's a black shoe.
The line green is so subtle that nobody can really see it. You really have to look deep inside that shoe to find that.
Right. And if I'm hooping though, and the referee's wearing these, I'm like, hey dog, those are hard.
Hard fire. I know you're lightweight right now, so shout outs to you. Hey man, they put that Zoom X in there, bro. That Zoom X is hard, man.
Yeah,
It makes
makes a difference.
yeah, it just makes traveling so much better. So look out for those on the 23rd on your sneakers app for $130, $180 respectively. Last but not least, wrapping up episode 46 of the Creased podcast, we have the Air Jordan 11 Low Legend Blue.
Yes, sir.
Released on Saturday the 24th for $185 on your sneakers app and the Nike retailers. The iconic colorway is back, the one from the 1996 All-Star Game. Makes a return on the low top model. Of course, you know, if you know it, you know it's all white everywhere. Black sock liner, translucent icy blue outsole is just
Filthy.
it's dope. It's been everywhere. You know, last episode, Fresh Prince. I mean, where else have you seen? Probably Martin. Just everywhere, man. They're great. And it comes in the OG Air Jordan 11 box as well. So if you got the Concourse from 2018, it comes in the same box as that. Now, the 11 lows notoriously do not get as much love as the mid counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
That's just model versus model.
Correct.
How do you think this pair, coming from one of the more iconic colorways, you got Breads, Concord, Space Jam, and then Legend Blue. Like people look out for these. You know what I'm saying? How do you think this is going to fare up against the mid counterpart for this shoe on being on a low?
Right. And like, I don't think, we've had lows come out for all those ones you've named, and I don't, none of them have really stacked up, right? Like, I don't think as much for the mid is, I don't like the low as much as I like the mid for most of the ones you named, right? Even the Concord, I like the reverse tuxedo pair, right? That's my preference on those. I think we're kind of having this argument's kind of coming to light right before our eyes with the ones, I think, with the one lows coming out a lot, and where everybody's kind of seeing them, and I think they're still feeling them out, to be honest with you. And people are even coming around on the mid ones now, so there's a whole triple argument on those. But with the 11 lows, I do like the 11 low a lot. I do own a lot of pairs of them. I think it's a very comfortable shoe. It's a different wear because you don't have to worry about the ankle being covered up, right? It's literally a whole different wear. There's a lot more flexibility in them. If I were to hoop, I would need to wear the mid, but I would want to wear the low because it would fit better being able to hoop. For ankle support, though, you're obviously going to want the mid if you're going to hoop in those 11s. But this pair in particular, the Legend Blue one, I do like the low version. I would buy the low version if I didn't already have the University blue 11 lows. Those are those are the ones for me. I just prefer that color blocking if I'm going to do a light blue and white 11 low. But these shoes are cool. It's just all white, bro. It's literally all white, so it's a tough one for me. I'd probably prefer the mid in this particular pair as all those other pairs you mentioned. But yeah, I like 11 lows. What do you think?
The thing I don't like about 11 lows is the leather upper. I wish it was mesh. I just
Okay.
wish it was mesh. That's all. That's all it is. And I think that's where the mid wins, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It has the mesh upper versus the premium leather upper. Now, there's nothing wrong with the premium leather upper. It stains quicker. Well, that's not true because mesh could stain.
I mean, for an all white, it doesn't. You're done regardless.
Yeah. I mean, it just wrinkles quicker, in my opinion. That's one of the things I don't like about it, you know. But all in all, I think the mid would be better, if they just re-released the mid.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I think this is what Jordan Brand wanted out of those Easter 12s that they just
Yeah,
released, the Easter
for
leg
sure.
12s.
For
But
sure.
these are great, man. Honestly, I don't like the price tag, $185. You know what I'm saying? That is a lot for a low top model, in my opinion. I get that it's an 11, but I don't care. I think 185 is pretty steep.
Yeah.
But considering what they are, probably still end up going for them. It's going to be a great summer shoe, as most 11 lows are. Everybody loves wearing 11 lows in the summertime. The University, UNC lows, those are great summer shoes. You cannot fight that. Um, but all in all, I do think that bringing back this colorway on a low model,
Mhm.
it was very very risky for the Jordan brand. I don't see these hitting outlets unless people can't get a flip on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the return on these being super high because this is not
No,
it. Though it is a very coveted colorway,
yeah.
the 11 low is not a coveted shoe.
Correct.
So if people can't get a flip on these, you may see these outlets. I see these it might be one of those shoes that everybody can get, like a restock kind of shoe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, for sure. For sure. I do see like a big couple of different restocks coming for sure. Probably not the outlet. It's still Air Jordan 11, but yeah, definitely could see some restocks a couple of different times, like all year.
I mean, yeah, we're still getting University Blue One restocks. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a Hyper Royal One restocking in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Need it.
So
Need it.
yeah, man.
But
But
like my last detail, I'm sorry, my last highlight for the detail on these is that I think this is one of the best icy blue outsole, like one of the best shoes for an icy blue outsole. I think it just looks correct on this shoe. It just matches correctly, and the black sock liner. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate a black sock liner on an all white shoe. That way I can still wear my black Nike socks.
that's
That's it.
yeah, that's great. Yeah, way better translucent blue outsole, even that better than a Raging Bull 5. But
Matches.
matches perfect, looks way better, and they didn't mess up a retro like a Raging Bull 5. So anyway, that has been episode 46 of the Creased podcast. If you made it to this portion of the video, that means we love you, we appreciate you, we cannot do this without you. um we're just blessed to have you here at this moment.
Big
uh,
facts.
Man, if you haven't already yet, go ahead, like, subscribe, share,
No,
comment, do all of that. Everything you do on social media, do it here with us. We really appreciate all the help. Trey, you got anything for people, man?
nah, man, y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Go follow us. Go follow us everywhere. Go hit us. Go comment. Go let us know what's going down. Everything. Just let us know what's up for sure.
Keep the energy going, man. So, yeah, man. Till, till next
Foremost
week.
this
Yeah,
weekend. This
foremost,
weekend.
look out for QO Drop 2 coming soon.
This
Uh,
weekend.
yeah, this weekend, man. Follow the QO page at Quorum Oats. Look out for Visual Feast Artwear as well. You can follow that page as well. Visual Feast Artwear, all one word. All right, man. Yeah. And this has been episode 46 of the Crease Podcast. Always ain't no half stepping around here. So we will catch y'all for episode 47 in due time. Till then, peace, and we'll catch y'all.
Peace.